and this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say, I combined home and auto with State Farm, saved $760. Love this guy.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Bundle home and auto, and you could save $760.
That's 760 good reasons to call Bill Thompson in Indiana or Jen Hoffman in Homer City.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge win for your kids for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, I mean, the way the first half went, and we were able to come out in the second half and really establish some control. This says a lot about our kids and our assistant coaches. People talk about halftime adjustments and things like that. We tweaked a few things. We went over some things. It wasn't that we changed anything. We just reminded our guys, hey, this is where we need to be defensively, offensively. Perhaps we opened it up a little more and we're able to get the ball in space a little bit more.
Talk about, obviously, Brzezinski that second half. He really, was that something you had identified as something to go to more?
Yeah, and actually we didn't use him a whole lot in the first half. We tried to stay pretty traditional in the first half, had a little bit of success, but Penn's Manor did a fine job. I mean, they bottled some things up that we want to do. Obviously, it's a tailback-oriented offense, and we tried to get our tailback going early on, and they were there. They made plays. It was hard for him to get going, but eventually when you're able to loosen some things up with a third back, like Brzezinski and then even with McAdoo, then you have some different options you can go to.
So you really answer some questions tonight as far as, same guys running the ball, but you really, with that offensive line, your kids were very complimentary of them, and they just really had a good showing tonight, obviously.
Yeah, and Penn's Manor runs a tough front. I mean, a lot of times they'll bring 6 guys up, 2 attack guys on the edge, and it's very difficult to block sometimes, especially when the 6 guys are good football players too. So a lot of credit goes to our line. I mean, they have to come off the ball. You have to get a push. Backs make their living by making some good cuts and making big plays, but they don't get that if they don't have the seams in the first place. So we'll take a look at some things, but by and large, credit has to go all the way around.
Mm-hmm. That's something, I know, one game, I'm sure you're not going to go overboard, but just that being, the line was kind of the one question mark coming in.
They were, and they still.
If you answer that, you're going to be pretty, really good, you would think.
Yeah, and I mean, there's work to be done. This is one night. I mean, if we're going to stand here and pat ourselves on the back after one game, then we don't have very good foresight. But the thing I liked was we have a group of guys up front that have steadily listened to their coaches and gotten better. And you have to be physical. If we're going to run the football, you got to be physical. And we have a lot of kids that are willing to take that on. And tonight they did some good things.